All right, well, we do have news that was involved with this as it broke, as Sean Payton stood to the podium. The Broncos have signed J.K. Dobbins to a contract. We go to Dan Buds Quince Tanner in the Altitude Sports Radio football closet and see what Dan's got in there in terms of information. Dan?
Yeah, Mike Kliss is reporting the Broncos have indeed signed running back J.K. Dobbins to a one-year deal up to $5.25 million. So 1 year deal up to $5.25 million.
Okay.
Who was it that had 2 years, $6 million with an extra $4 million bonus that was released this morning?
For who?
Dobbins.
There was a fake Mike Kliss account that was reporting that.
Oh, the one you guys sent on the thing?
I didn't send it, but there was a fake Mike Kliss account.
Oh.
What's that, Dan? Are you pointing at something?
No, he's pointing at Tyler's seat.
Oh. Yes. The fake Mike Kliss account was incorrect on that, as it turns out.
Well, we'll see.
No.
How do we know that this was on the fake Mike Kliss account?
I confirmed. It's the real one.
Well, why would Mike Kliss say it before the Broncos?
It was reported by Zach Stevens' DMVR.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that are
It's
reporting
being reported from multiple places, yeah. So, 1 year deal up to 5 point what? Up to
5.25.
Up to 5.25. Okay. What do we think about J.K. Dobbins joining the Broncos?
Had a good year. When he's healthy, he's going to be great. Another more talented. But again, it's just like drafting a second-round running back. Or are you going to run the ball? And
Interesting signing, right?
One of the articles we said today, or somebody said today, talking about what would help Bo, which I don't disagree. Good, you got a staple, and they called the offensive line elite. Well, if the offensive line's elite, why was your running game so pathetic last year?
I'll tell you this. This is bad news for either Audric Esime or Jaleel McLaughlin. Tyler Bidet, practice squad, whatever. I mean, who knows? You'll keep a couple guys there, but you're clearly not happy totally with Estime or McLaughlin, one way or the other.
Well, Estime fumbled in the first game and then never got back out of graces, and then was a healthy scratch for a guy who'd been on the injured list for 7 weeks. And Bidet looked good in the preseason. Watson looked good in the preseason, but again, if you're going to run the ball 15 times a game, it doesn't matter who's back there.
This deal with Dobbins is not some sort of mind-bending large number, but the number is large enough to indicate that he'll make the team and be part of whatever they're doing, at least in the beginning. There have been some other running backs that they've brought in that, like vet running backs, that just didn't even make it through a week or so.
Dude, it's only like his 5th year in the league, isn't it?
He's not that old.
He's not that old.
But I mean, hey, these running backs age in dog years, bro. So it goes quick. Don't forget when Jamal Charles came in here. Remember that year? It was so bizarre. Like, how did he fit in? And the answer was, well, he really didn't.
You made me think that you talked about injuries a while ago and dog years, football players' dog years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Saw a thing on Jim Marshall. Remember
Jim Marshall?
Purple People Eater years?
Defensive lineman.
61 to 79 he played.
Yeah, I mean, these D linemen, first of all, running backs fall off the turnip truck. Big D linemen are hard to find.
Started every game in his 18-game career.
Yeah, I mean.
So talk about that. You think he played hurt a little bit?
He's a tough dude. Hey, Hall of Famer's a Hall of Famer. But these running backs, man, it's a quick career sometimes. Okay, I like the signing. I think I laugh a little bit at it because we all thought the whole year was going to hinge on Harvey. It's not. J.K. Dobbins will likely be their primary. That's your starter. Then you're going to mix in Harvey. We had talked a lot in free agency about Dobbins anyways. He was one of those dudes that I liked the price. They had to wait a little bit. Hey, Tyler's here. You jump in on the conversation as we get the news about J.K. Dobbins. What's your reaction to that deal?
I told you so. That's my take. I heard you giving me grief.
That wasn't me.
That
wasn't me. He pointed at your chair.
All I know is I was right. That's all I know. Yeah.
At the end of the day.
I'm glad we got him. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's one of the very few positional groups on the football team that was unsettled. R.J. Harvey going in as the full-time starter just didn't feel right.
As a rookie.
Yeah, that just didn't feel right. So Look, the money's not necessarily insane, but it's significant. It's significant enough that it implies that J.K. Dobbins is your starting running back.
Right. I like it. What's
Yeah.
not to like about it?
Another veteran guy that can play. And can still play if healthy.
At an extremely affordable price.
For sure.
We're not breaking the bank here.
For sure. What was it, 5.2 or something?
Up to
5.2, so probably $3 million and some escalators.
Probably something like that.
$3 million a year for 2 years for 6 years.
Is it a 2-year deal or 1 year?
No, it's a 1 year.
Everything on our thread, I think, is real. I don't know.
Okay.
It's a 1 year.
I don't follow
according to the reports today, it's a 1 year deal.
Yeah.
How do we know that was a fake Mike Kliss?
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Jeremy Bloom on with us in about 8 minutes or so. And that's to talk more about this NCAA ruling. This is when Jeremy could join us, so we look forward to having your ex-teammate on. Jeremy's a great guy, and, we'll get into that in a little bit. We only have a couple minutes here. Why don't you just give us a brief overview of what happened in practice, and we can sort of take it for what it's worth.
Well, it was a heavy day for sure. It was a much more lengthy practice than the 2 OTAs we'd been out to.
Mm-hmm.
So take that for whatever it's worth. I mean, you're in minicamp mode. They said it'd be similar, and it was similar. Don't get me wrong. It's not like it was night and day different, but it was definitely longer.
Red zone day.
Bo Nix was not super sharp at all. Jared Stidham was fantastic. I mean, if we want to go old school, we want to go back in time. Jared Stidham won the day, I would say. Not that we're playing that game anymore, but Bo just wasn't quite as sharp as he'd been the first 2 days. Not necessarily a bad day. He did have an interception, but it was a ricochet, not a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
Did throw a really nice deep ball to Cortland Sutton at the very beginning of practice, which was good to see. Let's see, what else? Jaleel McLaughlin had a nice little day out of the backfield, catching the ball. Had a couple of little wheel routes there that the speed, just second he caught it, he put those burners on, and Pat couldn't catch him. Pat was trailing him, and he couldn't quite catch him.
Okay.
I mean, that's how fast Jaleel McLaughlin is. So, will be interesting when J.K. Dobbins gets in the building. What running back's in trouble?
What do you think?
Well, estimate.
Okay.
And then Bidet is a practice guy. Watson a practice guy.
So you like Jaleel with Dobbins?
Well, I think he's shown at least some ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, hasn't he?
I do think Jaleel's still got a skill set that is just it's unique.
Mm-hmm.
It's something you don't want to lose. If you had to put me on the spot today, I'd say Tyler Bidet. I know you guys are high on Tyler, and I know that
he's in trouble. Well, I get it, but that gives you 4 running backs like that. So let me.
That's not uncommon.
Oh, you think they could carry 4 on the 53?
I'd rather carry 4 running backs than 3 quarterbacks. I know that much.
Okay.
Well, you're
right.
allowed that luxury this year to carry 4 running backs since you're not carrying 3.
Yeah.
I
mean, so if you're carrying 3, obviously it's R.J. Harvey, it's J.K. Dobbins, and then that does make it a little bit more tough.
I mean, the third guy's barely going to play. What's the fourth guy going to do?
No, I think the third guy will play. Not a ton.
Well, unless you go 15 runs and everybody gets 5.
Like they did last year.
Yeah. Right. I mean, Sean Payton going to be Sean Payton or not? I mean, 4 running backs on the 53? All right. I mean, okay.
Hold on. We carried 4 last year, didn't we?
I don't think so. Did we?
Well, we had Audric Estime, we had Jaleel McLaughlin, we had Tyler Bidet, we had Blake Watson.
Yeah, but they bounced back and forth between practice squad, and we had injury.
And we had Javonte.
I think
we
Bidet and Watson spent the majority of the season on practice squad.
All right, I tell you what, let's take a break.
Or injured list because Bidet got hurt right in that one game.